I'm very happy to appear on your screens this time. And wherever you are, if you are watching us from your various offices, your various homes, and any place that you are watching us, we greet you. This is Ghana National Council of Private Schools. The reason why this time I'm talking to you is that there's a need for private schools to come together this time around and meet to have a discussion and tailor a solution to major bedeviling challenges that we are going through. Private education in Ghana has been one of the best in terms of the foundational development of education in Ghana. And there's no doubt to the fact of the contribution private education is playing in terms of employment, in terms of collaborating with the government and complementing with the effort of government to ensure that education reach all endeavor, accessibility level, and also giving the sort of stronger foundation in terms of academic delivery in Ghana. We know that majority of parents in Ghana prefer sending their wards to private schools at the basic level, and they hope that the private schools continue doing more in this regard. But there's certain issues that we have to look at it. Despite our efforts, despite our strength, despite our ability to be able to support the government, there are other numerous challenges that are affecting private schools in Ghana. I would briefly describe some of them, and we see how best we can come together to resolve it. We are talking about the 30% allocation to the Category A schools in Ghana. Recently, we conducted a regional tour, and one of the key challenges private schools spoke about is the 30%. We understand government position of reforming our educational system in Ghana, but we have to also be mindful and be very strategic in such a way that whenever we are embarking on policy reforms, the policies that we are reforming should not be a bar or should not be a problem to other people who are equally also supporting government in delivery of education in Ghana. We understand that there are resources constraints in certain aspects of our education delivery on the part of the government sector. But that should also not mean that if government want to remedy such situation, there should be a policy that will not be considered or wouldn't also take into consideration other aspects of the private schools who are low fee paying schools and serving communities that even government do not have resources to extend education to those areas. So private schools have raised concerns on that, and it's something that we have to look at it intensively and find a solution to it. We also understand the kind of progressively or the kind of educational systems that we are actually looking at the Bloom taxonomy, looking at how education should move from the low learning levels of just reading and writing to that of creativity and developmental stages. We understand that. In that, there are a lot of assessment that we undertake, being of NSAT, a National Standard Test, being of BEC. There are numerous calls that government want to, pass out a legislation that will come and actually affirm the fact that BEC is going to be a thing of the past. But if that be the case, then the stakeholders who are involved should be aware and be well educated and be well informed so that they get to know how assessment is going to take place, assessment is going to be, and the format of it, so that they prepare their learners towards that. Just, putting an idea outside without actually a proper consultation is a challenge for the private schools. We are also talking about the aspect of teacher, distribution of the teacher professionalism. We know that the arts, the other regulated education at 1023 says that if you are not a professional teacher or you have not been granted that status as a teacher by the National Teaching Council, you dare not avail yourself as a teacher, and there are punishments thereof. But the fact is that there are numerous of young guys who have completed senior high school teaching in the private school. So how do we consider such people as part of the solutions that we want to bring on board. And these are many more that the private schools are demanding answers. And for that matter, the council has thought it wise to put together an educational leadership summit where all these teasing issues or technical issues are going to be discussed. On that note, we have invited the Ministry of Education. Personnel from the Ministry of Education is coming. We have invited the agencies, NACIA, NACA, and NTC to also come and share with us what is happening. We know that the senior high school curriculum is yet to be rolled out, and we need to understand what is in it. So a teacher who is actually pushing this reform will be coming to also speak to us. Many a times we are private schools do complain about funding and financial constraints. On that note, the council has actually sourced the technical support from an international fundraiser from US to actually come and share the technicalities, the know-hows in it. We are also bringing the development partners for them to also hear the side of the private schools so that they could possibly extend support that they are supporting the Ministry of Education to that private schools as well. So if you are a private school owner, if you're a private school administrator, if your friend or your colleague runs a private school, a teacher or a parent, this is the time for you to come and let's have a dialogue. We are going to meet at Bunsu Cocoa College from 5th to 10th August, just coming Monday, and we are going to discuss the nitty-gritties and the challenges and profile solutions to the Ministry of Education and find a lasting end to the challenges the private schools are going through. I will encourage you to pick the numbers on your screen for you to be part of this journey. Because education, we say, is a tool that we must hold it in high esteem to change the misfortunes of this country in order for us to achieve a brighter future for the generation yet unborn. Thank you very much for watching this episode. I will come back to you again when the time being. But until that, call the numbers below and let's meet at Bunsu Cocoa College so that you can be part of this successful story that we want to make in the history of Ghana.